I love local history. I like knowing what has happened right here in this spot that I'm standing, how things have changed, and I've included some of that history in past videos. But that history is not mine. The stories of clearing land, farming, logging, and log drives down the Ottawa River are not the stories of my family. My birthplace is 2,000 kilometers away, across the Gulf of St. Lawrence, so please enjoy the following video of the place I call home. I haven't lived here since I was a young boy, but it'll forever be home. As you pull away from the mainland, you can't help but get this feeling that you're heading somewhere special. Then after almost 7 hours at sea, you start to see it on the horizon, and you can feel it in your chest, like long lost family.
Your attention please, passengers of vehicles on X-ray 5 may now return to the campsite for preparation for unloading. Also, passengers are on its way for further announcements. Smoking is not permitted at any time on the campsite.
Then the end of the ferry opens up, and you drive out, and you're there, Newfoundland. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. I just climbed up here from the end of the trail, right down there. This is the Table Mountain in Newfoundland, Gross Morin. Absolutely beautiful. iPhone camera doesn't capture it all. We came back here not just for a holiday, but also a chance to try to reconnect to the past. When I was just a young boy, my parents and my older brothers and I had moved to the mainland, so most of my formative years were spent there. Quite often we'd come back to visit in the summer I could still see my grandmother sitting by the window overlooking the harbor, and the smell of spruce firewood in the wood box by the door in my grandparents' house. Most of my family's history and stories are from this island. It's part of the very core of who I am. Nobody knows exactly when the first of our family set foot on Newfoundland, but it was well over a century ago, quite possibly 2 centuries ago.
Go ahead, Chris. All right, you're on as fast as you can.
Since the cod fishing moratorium in 1992 devastated the island, Newfoundlanders have had to adapt to survive. Tourism now drives the economy in many areas, and modern change has arrived along with the tourists. But traditional island life is never out of sight and never forgotten. Unlike wind and rain, time can't be hidden from. It slowly wears away all that it touches. No man or building can withstand its slow march forward. My grandparents are all gone. My grandmother's house where she'd sit looking over the harbor is gone. My paternal grandparents' house with its wood box just inside the door and the picture of Joey Smallwood hanging on the wall is also gone now. Nothing more than a memory, and that too will eventually be lost to time. Seeing these changes firsthand brought a mix of emotions. Of course there was sadness, but there was also a sense of place. This place, this island, has been the foundation to everything I am. It has shaped my life from an early age. I've inherited the stubbornness of its people to keep pushing forward when times are tough, and to wear its accent on my voice like a badge of honor. As our trip was winding down and our time on the island getting shorter, I struggled for a way to sum up how it made me feel. My blurry childhood memories of time on the island didn't get any clearer standing in the location they happened. They hung in my mind like a photograph on a wall slowly fading away. I stood in the place I call home, yet part of me felt like a stranger, like home was just a little out of reach, around the corner, just out of sight. Maybe home isn't a place you can return to after all. Maybe home is an intersection. An intersection where time and family and location all converged at one point, before they slowly kept moving along, each on their own never-ending journey. We carry the coordinates of that intersection in our hearts and call it home. And maybe the only way to truly go home is when you close your eyes. This island is a captivating place, but like all good things, our trip must come to an end. We left the island on the most easterly ferry, an overnight 18-hour crossing, on the eve of a hurricane. It was a very fitting send-off from Newfoundland, where everything on the landscape seems to be dramatic. The ocean wasn't going to be outdone.